Alright, hello YouTube. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off the video by saying that if you've come to watch like a review on the M&P SPORT 2, I'm not doing like that kind of video. I made kind of a video reviewing my rifle previously, but that was back when it still had the original barrel that it came with. So if you just came for like a review on the Sport 2, then just look at my other previous video that I've uploaded a while back, and that'll give you a review on the Sport 2. This one, however, this video, I just want to talk about about the upgrades that I've done to my rifle uh, recently. The two big ones that I've done are right over here, if you can't tell. I free floated the barrel with the BCM KMR Alpha, and I've swapped out the barrel for the BCM Enhanced Lightweight barrel. Let me get the paper. Alright, so as you can see, I bought the Alpha rail because the KMR one, the regular KMR one, is always sold out. I got this all off of BCM's website, so and I also bought their gas tube. Okay, so it's their cold hammer forged one, so it's the barrel forged hammer as they have it on their website. Enhanced lightweight, so these finally came back in stock. They were all sold out for a long time, so I'm happy that they were finally in stock because I've wanted to do this for a while. I've wanted to kind of lighten up the barrel, and I just wanted to try something like a more higher end barrel, just for curiosity. Obviously, when you're getting a cold hammer forged barrel, it's not exactly cheap or as far as other compared with other barrels, but then again, it's BCM has a very good name, a good reputable name, so I decided why not. If there's one brand I'll trust, it's one with one of the names like BCM. Okay. All right, and so it was really simple. It just came in a couple days ago, and I just threw it in the vise. I got all the tools, and I didn't like kind of take the pins off of the A2 front side post. I just took off the gas system and then took off the D-ring, or I forget what it's called, but the barrel nut, and just pulled it off from there. And then so I just left it mostly intact in terms of the front side post. Very easy to do. Uh, so let me just sorry. Also, just kind of some of the things that I forgot to mention about the BCM barrels. Let me see if we can focus on that. So obviously barrel hammer forged, which is part, but obviously when you get one of these barrels from BCM, they're high pressure tested, magnetically particle separate. The testing for that, 1 in 7 twists, and you can use your 5.56 NATO. Okay, so it's a very well inspected barrel, a very quality controlled, and they go pretty good on their barrels. And if you're wondering why, sorry to kind of break off on a tangent again, why I got the CAG. I'm going to be running it with the CAG from now on. I put the grip pod on there just for the purpose of this video, so I can have it propped up, and also I'm gonna just for when I take it to the range to zero it, because it just makes it easier because the grip pod's got like the bipod feature. All right, so if anybody's wondering why I have both of those things on there, that's why. Okay, so just kind of let's go over the KMR. The KMR is the key mod one. I'm very much liking this much better than the M-Lock stuff, just because of the fact that you can just drop it in, just push it forward, and they supply. It comes with the handguard, a little wrench to secure the key mod with. Okay, I got the 15-inch one. I really like the look of the 15-inch. But they come in multiple lengths if that's your style. Got the, like you saw in the paper, the BCM gas block. I'm not sure if you can see the little star in there. You can see the little BCM star right on there. That was the only hard part of the build. That was the only annoying part of or not the build, but just the swap, is just putting on that gas block, pinning it. It's a little bit of a pain. Just get it on the vise, put some cardboard on there to make sure you don't damage it, and just very lightly secure it on there, so you don't have to worry about crushing that gas block. But even then, that wasn't too difficult once you got the hang of it. Okay, so just in all reality, if you're on the fence about, if you've never done it before, if you're on the fence about swapping out your barrel, free floating your handguard, don't worry about it. Just buy the tools, buy the vise, the AR vice blocks, And once you buy that, it's really easy. It's a simple process. It's a simple process. Might be a little bit more difficult if you're going to reuse the same barrel and if it has the front side post, because you still got to take out these pins over here. But if you're doing like a barrel swap like I did, it's an extremely easy process. And installing this KMR, the KMR, is very easy too. Just make sure you have a rubber mallet so you can whack it in there, because you're gonna need to. Just kind of like hit it on the sides of the rail. Don't hit the barrel, obviously, but it's a very easy process. And once it's on there, it is secured. What you do not have to worry about it going anywhere. Look at that. Does the mounting just the secured on there? Obviously, you can tell that the end of that is keeping that locked in. And honestly, just getting the handguard onto the barrel nut all the way secured down here is a bitch. That's why you're gonna have to be kind of really forcing it on there, and really just tapping it in with a mallet. Okay, just don't hit it with an actual hammer, because obviously you're gonna fuck that up. Okay, so very, very good. Very easy, simple install. Only took a couple hours, and I was taking it slow. Obviously, now I also have the mid-length gas system, which from what I've been told and heard, is that it's a little less recoil when shooting the rifle. AR-15s obviously isn't really a heavy hitter, but still I feel like it's more smoother. Okay, and let me tell you something also. Just one of the reasons why. Like I said, free floated it and swapped it out because I wanted to save some weight. And let me tell you, once I took this off and took the new barrel out of the box, obviously this got the post on there and this hardware on there, but there is a huge difference in the weight. Like, I could feel it. You could feel it too. I'm sorry I don't have a scale. I wish I could have gotten the numbers for y'all, but I didn't. So my bad. But I have nothing against this barrel. I have nothing negative to say about it. It's the 1-9 twist, the one that comes standard with the M&P Sport 2. I have nothing negative to say about it because it's accurate, it works, and it never gave me any problems. Okay, but I just wanted to kind of go with something more higher end, and I just kind of wanted to just change the front end for a good minute now, and I'm very happy with it. I still recommend this barrel, just leaving it as is if you want, but I wanted to change the look for a while. Okay, now let's move on to something else. If you haven't noticed, and if you watched my videos previously, I had the Eotech 512 on there before, but now I sold that one for about like $355, and I only paid $370 originally, so I got my money back pretty well on that. I only really, overall for having it for like 5 months, I got most of my money back, so I'm pretty happy with that. I upgraded to the EXPS 2-2. And the cool part about it, which I really like, is that it comes with the QD mount. It comes standard with the QD mount, and it's got the buttons on the side, so that even with the magnifier, you can just brighten up, brighten down really easily. All right, now, and the magnifier, I've used it on the range. It is amazing. This thing is awesome. I've kind of said it before. Like, I know that other brands make a lot cheaper magnifiers. I paid only $440 for this. And even then, that's like expensive. I get it, but just me personally, I'm not gonna buy anything made in China, or no, mostly just made in China, because that's where I see the majority of them being made, like Vortex, and the majority are made in China, like Primary Arms, and I'm not gonna put a Chinese-made optic or really anything Chinese-made on my weapon. All right, that's just me. That's just my little tangent, really quick. Okay, but like I said, when you pair these up, this is amazing. Even with any other Eotech, it's amazing. It works the same. But like I said, it's EXPS 2-2, and what is the difference between that? Well, check it out. So y'all have seen, I'm sure y'all familiar with the regular Eotech reticle. This one has 2 dots on there, and let me try to get it in right there. Pretty good. So check that out. It's pretty good. So the second dot is if you're gonna kind of shoot at a longer range, somewhere around 500 yards, maybe a little bit less. And that's what that's there for. And I thought, and it was the same price, so I figured, all right, I'll get that one. I'll get that one, and if I need it, it'd be cool, especially since I got the magnifier. So I'm very pleased with it. The only reason I'm showing it to you through the magnifier is because if I try to show it to you without it on camera, it's gonna just look like a red blur. So, and I just wanted to show you how crisp that side is. So with the both quick detach, it's nice. This one takes the CR123 battery, and I just bought some rechargeable batteries for it. So I always just buy the rechargeable one, so I really don't care about battery life, because if it once it dies, I have another one. I have two more, and I'll just put it in, and I'll just recharge the one that's dead. So that's how I run it. All right. It's a very good setup, and even with this on, and so like I said, once I swapped out these parts, the rifle just became so much lighter. I cannot stress that enough. If I get a scale, I'll get a scale soon, and I'll just kind of annotate it in the descriptions about the weight of this rifle with the optics on there and without, when I get the chance. But once I did it, it just became so much lighter weight. Even with just this, it is, in comparison, is just a lot lighter. And that's obviously, I still have that on, which I won't be using that for just regular shooting, just only when I zero in from now on. But yeah, that's how my rifle. I think that's about it for what I'm going to do to my rifle with this specific rifle. Now that I got some of those tools, and I've kind of like seen just, because to me I always thought just the handguard and the barrel were more of the harder parts, but I don't know. I really don't know. I just want to try and build my own rifle in the sometime next year, so that's something I want to try now. Now that I've just done this part, and so the only thing left really that I would change on my rifle is in all reality is maybe the muzzle. I'm kind of looking at the T3 from 2A Armament, and the trigger. I mean, even then, it's not even. It's a good trigger. It's the mil-spec trigger. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but maybe get a Geisley. I don't know. I've been looking around. I'm debating, but overall, as far as what I've done to the rifle now, I'm very happy. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Obviously, I spent just like under $700 originally for this rifle, and now I spent a good money on that. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it's some people buy like their higher end rifles right off the bat. I kind of wanted to try just like a budget AR, and then I was debating on whether or not to buy just a whole new upper. But then I decided, I'm just gonna change the barrel, and I'm just gonna change the handguard, because in reality, that's all I care about. That's in terms of what the difference is with the M&P Sport 2 versus like what I wanted to change. The only thing to me that you needed to change was the handguard. The barrel was fine if you really like the 1-9 twist, then just kind of stick with it. But that's really it. That's really the only major change that anybody would really want to make with it. Everything else is just normal stuff. Everybody always puts Magpul stuff or BCM stocks and grips. Overall, though, I'm happy with what I've done so far from from when I got it to what it is now. So, and now I just want to kind of in the future build my own, and I want to try and get into that. So that's kind of something I'm going to look forward to in the future. Okay, so like I said, if you have a comment on this, comment on my rifle, want to ask me some questions about it, feel free to ask. Once I take it to the range and sight it in and see how it works, see how it functions with all this on, I'll make another video. I'll try to save some of the targets from there too, just to see how accurate. But as for right now, that's all I got. All right, y'all have a good one.